true, I guess today's kids are getting a little bit more out of hand, where that's kind of more acceptable than it would have been, you know, back when I would have been a kid, for example. They wouldn't have put that on air. But now it's just like kind of a free-for-all, just see who can get the worst stuff on television. You know, I'm pretty sure that's what South Park's agenda is. Though I do love South Park, don't get me wrong. That is not a bad show by any means of the word. But it seems like they're just trying to go, okay, how horrible can we manage to make this show and still be able to get it on television? You know, they have some pretty horrific episodes of South Park. But true, it's an adult's cartoon, so can't really say much about it. Because they have all the rights they want to make it however dirty they would like. I'm not really going to be the judge of them at all for that. But you know, another big question, what would actually happen if we still had the cartoons from back in the day, nowadays? You know, for example, what if Toonami was still on air, still running? You know, I remember that was the biggest part of my life when I was a little tyke, when I was about, 6 to 12 years old or so. That's all I would watch on television. That was like my #1 thing. Tune in every Friday. Well, back when I was actually first watching it, it came on the weekdays. So, you know, I would come home after school, just tune in. I was just amazed at how awesome all these shows were. And then, you know, they kind of got pushed back to Saturdays, but it was still good, you know. Still utterly enjoyable. There's nothing at all you could say that was bad about it, you know. Except for maybe, that they ended up getting like a new little mecha person. It's like the version of him 2.0, basically. Still really fun, though, you know. I loved it so much. I don't think there's anything bad anybody could say about Toonami, except if you're just a parent and you hated your kids watching anime for some reason. I'm not really sure why a parent would be a butt and say that, though. But, oh well, parents have their own authority to say what they want. And then it's like, I don't understand it. Not Adult Swim, but Cartoon Network figured that, oh, okay, you know, apparently nobody's really watching it, and or I guess we're not making enough money for this, so let's just cancel it. And that was utterly horrible. I mean, I'm sure everybody can agree with me here, is that when Toonami finally got canceled, it was just like a heartbreaking moment. It was like your childhood just got stabbed in the face, you know, and you couldn't do anything about it. It was just dying, you know, and it just made me really sad. And then true, they did have that little Toonami thingy after school where they had that big old green monster thing and that chick who lived underwater. Pretty sure you guys remember what I'm talking about. And that was pretty cool, but it wasn't the same as Adult Swim, though. I mean, Toonami. My bad. I keep on thinking of King of the Hill for some reason, guys. But anyway. But yeah, it was just so sad, you know? It's like my childhood is slowly dying now. Can't do anything at all about it. Why will you not die, mister? But I really wish the cartoon companies could just realize we don't want anything really spectacularly new. We would be just happy if you would bring back the shows we loved as kids. You know, and even though I know a lot of you would disagree with me here, I thought Bobo 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 was the best show ever made when it first came out. And I mean, come on, that was just absolutely bloody hilarious. I don't see how anybody could thoroughly hate that show. Or maybe they just thought, oh, it's stupid because it's making fun of my favorite anime, etc., etc. But I loved it. And then they got sued. They had to get them off the air. That was another thing that made me really sad, is that when it finally came to America, they had like maybe about 70 episodes or so, and then bam, it's off the air again, nowhere to be found. That just made me bummed out again too. But I don't know, guys. I just really wish they'd bring back some of the older cartoons, you know. What would you pay to end up seeing some of your favorite shows from when you were a little tight come back on air? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be willing to pay money for that, you know. Like, could you imagine you would end up like getting a little fundraiser thing together, And then through that fundraiser, they would end up bringing back whatever show you loved as a tyke, you know. It would be the exact same show, just remade in today's graphics. You know, still all the same old awesome jokes and everything. Nothing severely different, except it would still be on air, you know, and it wouldn't get canceled. It'd still be out there for everybody to watch, you know, it'd still be utterly amazing. I mean, I would gladly love to see them bring back like One Piece, you know, Prince of Tennis, some of those awesome old animes, you know. That'd be so cool. But no, they've just got pooh on air now. Or just even bring back the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Ed, Edd and Eddy. I think they would end up like quadrupling, well, Cartoon Network would end up like quadrupling their fan base if they would end up doing that. You know, and if it was still the same old stuff you grew up on, I'm pretty sure quite a few people would just love to watch that and just be like, hey, now I can show my kids the shows I watched when I was a kid now. But no, you can't do that anymore. They're just being butts about everything nowadays. Or that's just like, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this, SOPA. If you don't know what that is Obama actually trying to censor the internet, basically. Trying to make it so that anything that can be physically copyrighted will be copyrighted. And I mean, I guess that might have sounded like a good plan in his head, but if that passes through, the entire internet is dead. There is no way that you will end up being able to bring the internet back. It's like all of YouTube. It's like you'll just see like 1 or 2 videos by people, because this video right here, this would be censored. And you know why? Because it is showing me playing a video game. This video game, I did not design the video game, so therefore, if you'd want to upload anything, you'd have to make it yourself. You know? As far as I can understand, that's how that would basically roll out. And that'd be terrible. I mean, can you imagine just one day, just had a really bad day at work, really bad day at school, you know, whatever floats your boat. And you come onto YouTube, you're gonna look up some of those cute little puppy videos, or you're gonna look up something that was on AFV like 3 years ago. And then when you go to YouTube, you see a big red bar on it. Every single video that they had is down. They have nothing at all you can watch anymore. It is just like political stuff. That's it. I mean, could you imagine just how utterly horrific that would be? I'm pretty sure that bill will not pass though, because as far as I know, the entire internet is against it. So if that does get passed, there's gonna be a whole rebellion going on from this crap. There's no way anybody I know would let this stuff fly at all. Though you never know. Congress people can be kind of stupid sometimes. Oh, there's the dog. Okay. But yeah, so what is your opinion on the SOPA bill, guys? I mean, do any of y'all actually think it is a good idea? I mean, I really hope not, but you know, everybody's entitled to their own little thing, you know. Ah, snap. Okay, I just bled out. I just realized that. Okay, back on the topic again. I think I'm just about to die right here. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I got the good majority of the stuff I wanted to say there. So, if you agree with me or you want to hear anything else specifically like this, just leave your comments in the little comment box below. Peace.